So what most people don't understand right now is that the realized price of Bitcoin is already at $23,000. Welcome to Everything Currency. I'm your host Jay. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Bitcoin Mayer multiple and the realized price of Bitcoin. We're going to talk about what the realized price of Bitcoin is, how they come up with that metric, and the Mayer multiple, and what these things are showing us about the Bitcoin market right now. So maybe we can get some guidance going forward and try to make an idea or a plan for what's going to happen with this whole market cycle, because right now everybody's wondering where the bottom is going to be. We've been seeing a bunch of weeks of bearishness, so we're going to talk all about it. If you're excited about that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, leave me a comment in the comment box if anything you would like me to make a video about or talk about, explain to you. I normally don't look at the Mayer multiple as a metric. Well, I do in some type of way, but I normally don't look at the Mayer multiple as a metric, but somebody asked me in the comment box, so we're going to talk about it here today. So leave them comments in there, it helps. And also check out the website everythingcurrencycrypto.com to get yourself some cool merch, courses, and stuff like that. This hat I got on is on that site. So first things first, this is my Bitcoin chart right here on the weekly. So all I can say is we finally had a nice green week where we pumped up to 32K, but all this red finally got met with some nice green. Now we're hitting some more green. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I think based on the daily chart, we could come up here and retest some of these moving averages, the 13 and the 34 specifically, before we break something like the 200 moving average. Now I think the 200 moving average is something that we don't usually break at all, and when we do, we bounce back above it. So before we dip our toes back down here around 24K, where we dipped at before, we're probably going to come up and retest some of these levels like 36K, 37K. Now this is not financial advice, this is just what I'm hoping for and what I'm seeing right now. But at some point I do believe that we could probably come a little bit lower, but not when everybody's expecting it, because the market always does the opposite of what everybody thinks. So speaking of that, it says right here, traders think Bitcoin bottom, but on-chain metrics point to one more capitulation event. So right down here it talks about, where are we at? Right here. The market is searching for a bottom. It says when the crypto market is clearly trading in bear market territory, the question on everyone's mind is, where's the bottom? Ain't that the truth? And it says one metric that could help provide some guidance is the Mayer multiple, an oscillator that tracks the ratio between the price and the 200 moving average. So here's that chart right here. It says in previous bear markets, oversold or undervalued conditions have coincided with the Mayer multiple falling to a price range of 0.6 or 0.8 according to Glassnode, and that's precisely where Bitcoin finds itself right now. So we are at this level right here where it says based on the price action of previous bear markets, the recent trading range of the Bitcoin price of 25K and 33K have lined up with the B phase of the previous bear market cycles and could mark a low for the Bitcoin, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So basically, looking at this chart, it's basically showing the A phase and the B phase of this Mayer multiple right here, and it's saying that this is exactly the phase that we're in right now, which has marked previous bottoms in previous cycles. And you can see based on this chart that this has been pretty accurate. Even on some short-term bounces, it has been pretty accurate. So that's giving people signs of, hey, maybe we have reached a bottom. But me personally, I think, hey, we probably gonna pump, maybe trap some people out, and then come down and then really capitulate and really set that bottom in. I don't feel like there is enough pain yet to really set that bottom in. Now if we just start pumping right now, we go above 40K and we go above 45K, then all of this stuff is kind of irrelevant, because it's a different model basically. But the realized price of Bitcoin right now, so here's what the realized price is. It says, what is the realized price? The realized price is the value of all the Bitcoins when they were bought divided by the number of Bitcoins in circulation. So basically it is the value of each UTXO, not on its current value, but the value it was when it was traded. Basically, and I don't know why they made it so complicated, it's the average price that everybody paid for their Bitcoin divided by all the Bitcoin in circulation right now. And that average price for all of those Bitcoin, if we look at just the numbers, that is at $23,601. So right now, the average price that everybody has paid for Bitcoin is around 23,000, which is pretty interesting. So I could think like, hey, maybe we could come and bounce down here at some of these levels. Even if I move this down to where this previous close was, that brings us at $23,466, which lines up pretty nice with that price. So maybe we can come up here, get like a bearish retest, come down here, you know, do the bear market thing, and then continue up and have our final capitulation event that everybody is asking for. But I think it's going to happen, just not in the way that everybody expects. Right now, what I'm seeing on this chart is like, yeah, we're having some relief rally right now. Some of these indicators are finally starting to curve up. I'm waiting for the MACD to cross right here for it to show that it's going to go even higher to the next level. But nonetheless, we're finally getting some type of relief, but the relief doesn't even have to last that long, especially based on all the stuff going on in the overall markets right now with inflation and all the stuff that's going on that's making everything bearish right now. We'll ignore that and only pay attention to the charts and the metrics and say, hey, look, this thing looks like it wants to bearish retest and come down to some of these lower levels. The realized price of Bitcoin right now is showing that it's around 23K. And the Mayer multiple is showing that we are looking to find our low bottom right now. So maybe that might be something that we are looking at for Bitcoin. What do you guys think right now? I know there's some news coming out that might be shaking some people up in the market, but hey, that's what the charts are telling me right now. I would be excited to pick up some Bitcoin at around 23K. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens, but this is what I'm seeing in the charts right now. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Do you guys think Bitcoin is going straight back up to all-time highs, or do you think it's going to zero? Do you think it's going to 12K? Some people are calling for 6K. People are calling for numbers all across the board right now, which, let me remind you, nobody knows. No matter how confident they may sound, even when they get it right, they didn't know for sure. They just got it right that one time. Even a clock is right two times, whatever that saying is. You know what that saying is. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. RIP to crypto roots. Leave me a comment in the box right now. Till next time, peace.